So it's interesting. I really believe in the power of the pause. I believe in dreaming and scheming and thinking about where you could go. And I believe in kind of being in the now of this creative space. But sometimes you get to a space where you're just like, all right, I'm healthy. I'm ready to launch, right? So when we get ourselves into this health space, we're ready to go, right? So that's where intentionality plays a really important piece. And I have worked with several hundreds of couples throughout my time and my lifetime in helping them to really be intentional. I do think that this is an area with marriage and with being married and having a family that oftentimes you can, this is a place where you can just kind of start meandering and kind of just do the daily things as they go, because life is happening. This is a life partner often. It's somebody that you're with in your home and you just are kind of getting going, right? Like my husband and I are really good at doing the business of being a family. Like we're really good at it. But if we aren't thoughtful about romance, if we're not thoughtful about dreams that we have together, goals that we have, how we want to parent, how we want our marriage to look and what we want it to be in our community, then we kind of just go with the flow. And oftentimes that takes us off course, or it's just kind of blah. So I really believe in this power of intention, right? So what that looks like is check-ins, right? So a couple different things that I've done in the past. So we used to take couples on a marriage retreat every January. And we would give them a binder, and it was real bulky. The majority of it was simply questions to ask one another. And there were categories that they could talk about if they want to talk about finances or parenting or, dreaming a life together or what their future looks like or family of origin, their external family, the extended family. But just to kind of like say, okay, where's some areas you want to look at? And then let's have some fun with that and play with it. So essentially, when we did it in January, it was to be able to say, how's it going this year? How did last year go? What do you want to do this year that makes it feel like it's a little different? What's your blueprint need to look like? Or what do you want your blueprint to look like? And when my husband and I did it, we put, these sticky newsprints all over the room, and we would like write each of our children's names at the top. And I tell you that we would write about my son and my middle daughter. And when we get to the third daughter, it always said, drop the hammer. And here I would say at 15, I'm still saying we should drop the hammer on her because we just let her get away with a lot. But we would talk about really important things like, what's Beth going to do with her life now that her kids are older? Oh, well, let's think about that a little bit. Or what, is this your forever job? I would say to my husband, what's kind of your next thing? So we would start to kind of think it through. So all of a sudden we kind of have a blueprint. Then that blueprint carried us through the year. We would quarterly gather to kind of talk about it a little bit. How are we doing? Are we on target? Are we off? Are there areas that we just don't even think are an important piece anymore? Sure, let them go. Do we need to add something? And that intentional, thought-provoking planning helps us to evolve, grow, have fun, plan. And it even can be a Sunday check-in. So if you need a little bit more, Sundays. Hey, what's this week look like? Do we have any time for us? Do we want to do, a couple things here and there with the kids? Sometimes we would plan family game nights. Sometimes we plan one-on-one time with just our kids. Whatever that looked like, we were intentional because sometimes you have to take your life by the reins. You cannot just let, the wave of life take you, or else you're just going to be part of the wave. I would tell my kids, we're salmon swimming upstream. We do things differently. And I was proud of that, but that's because that's how we wanted to live. That's how we still live. They're just older now, so now I feel like that phase is a little over. But I still take them on one-on-one dates. Let me tell you one more story real quick about Ben and Rebecca. I just got a text last week from Rebecca, and she was fine with me sharing this, so I'm going to share it with you because what happened was she and Ben came on our marriage retreats for years and years and years. And this text that she just sent me was a family retreat that they did. They took their kids and off they went, and they used the concept from the marriage retreat that we did, and they put it in tune with their family. They have a 10 and 13-year-old. They did Google Sheets of vacations and Google Sheets of friends and families they wanted to have over and new games they wanted to buy. And of course, he's an engineer, so he was able to put it all together and even it out and get the statistics on everything to make sure that this is what our families asked for. This is a representation of what we want more of for 2024. But how cool. They were intentional 10, 12, 13 years ago in their own marriage, and they have passed on this tradition to help within their family in that planning. That's intention. You got to get involved with things like that. And it was so cool for me to see that come full circle for them. And now hopefully their kids will continue. And I hope mine will too. Take your life by the reins. Be intentional.